Leominster. My name is Rick Marchand, and this is Cityscope, and I'm here today with one of my dear friends. He really doesn't need an introduction, but Bob Healy, the legend of Leominster.
A legend, oh yeah, my
he
own
is a
mind.
legend. He really is. And we are so happy today, as you can see, to be here to share with you something that we missed last year in the city, and that was the traditional Johnny Appleseed Festival. And in lieu of the event last year, we had to cancel it, as you know, because of the pandemic. But Bob and I worked together, and we collaborated between Starburst and the Johnny Appleseed Festival, and in collaboration also with the Leominster Cultural Council, and we're able to pull off an indoor concert.
And LCU too.
LCU was in. That's right.
They were a big sponsor of that.
One of the underwriters. So we had the pleasure of being able to provide some footage on that that you can get into the LTV archives and actually see some of the shows that actually performed that day.
We had essentially four concerts on that one day. We had a big band for a full concert, big band music, and then we had Moonshine with Whitney Doucette,
right,
and Lizzie Marquis.
That's right.
They did a part, and then we had the Full Monty with Mark Monaquilla's group, and Cara Brindisi did some solo.
Right. Cara did a great job.
Oh yeah.
I mean, her role in society is to work with people in hospice.
Yeah.
And she can sing just about anything, from Frank Sinatra to today's music.
Yeah, she's very, very talented.
She came in and put a whole venue together. Of songs or genre together,
and stories
songs,
and so forth that
related to what was going on during the pandemic.
That was a long day, but it was a good one.
It was a great day, though.
It was a great day.
We had to follow all the protocols and everything as far as COVID and testing temperatures. And
had the big bands spaced 6 feet apart, all the musicians. The singer was 12 feet from the
That's right.
apart.
That's right.
So, you know.
So it was great. So it was close to the audience. We had to do it along with the band, with the videographers, the sound system, and Mayor Mazzarella popped in there at the end to have a chance to listen to Mark Monaquilla, which was phenomenal.
Yeah. It was a good day.
It was. So today we're very pleased because Starburst took place, as we all know. And I have to say, Bob, you do a great job with that every year, but this year was exceptional. You know, and the sound was phenomenal. You could tell the musicians were really into it. It wasn't just a gig.
Well, everybody's really anxious to play again.
Absolutely.
You know, I haven't played for a year.
On top of that, the fireworks from Leominster Credit Union.
Fireworks were great.
Absolutely amazing.
We added extra money into it, and it made a big difference.
Right. So
nice display.
The setting is the upper field at Doyle Field, not the lower bowl.
Right, yeah.
And it's a little different, but there was not one police issue the entire night.
No.
The kids that came down were great. It was the biggest audience I think
One of the
we've had
biggest
in a few
audiences.
years.
It was really good.
It was
People
awesome.
were anxious to have it back.
Right. It was just awesome.
Yeah.
So we're here today to talk about the Johnny Appleseed Festival. The date on that is Saturday, September 25th. It will open at 9 a.m. in the morning, and we've extended it to 5:30 p.m. to give an extra half hour for the vendors and for everybody else to enjoy. And I'm going to go over some of the changes because this has been a challenge. As recently as 15 minutes before the show, we're shuffling vendors around, down in emergency management, getting masks, getting hand sanitizer. So we just want to share how that day is going to look and play out. We're going to recognize the sponsors, and then Bob's going to talk to you about the 3 different stages we have set up for music. So to begin with, probably the most essential question, where are the bathrooms? And also, where's the handicap parking? That's really essential. And so what we did this year was we've eliminated the parking lot area adjacent to City Hall where we normally have a petting zoo and pony rides. And because of COVID, we removed that component of the festival. So that parking lot adjacent to City Hall is strictly for handicap parking only. If anyone needs assistance getting in, we have a different area for that. But you do need an HP plate. At St. Mark's Church, the road is closed off, but you have the ability to just slowly come down West Street, pull into that area, and we appreciate everyone else staying out of it. If someone needs a parking place, 89 West Street, Curly Marchand Funeral Home is opening up their parking lot, and right across the street is the senior center. So you can park there as well. We also have between the First Baptist Church and the First Church Unitarian, that's going to be cordoned off all day. There will not be any vendors in there. We remove that completely, and that will be for assistance for leaving off anyone that has any kind of a health matter. Age also would be appropriate. And they want to drop someone off and then just pull right back out, and some additional handicap parking in that area as well. The festival is going to have 6 sanitizing stations.
You can see that up there.
Yeah, we're going to have 6 sanitizing stations, and we're going to have a tall table, but children can actually use it. We have gallons of hand sanitizer that will be at each one, and we have over 5,000 masks, complements of emergency management that will be available to give out. So if anybody wants a mask, if they forgot one, or they'd like to get a new one, they will be passed out by the high school chorus and the band throughout the day. We're going to move now to the vendors. And traditionally, we have maybe 110, 115 vendors. This year, we have spilled out onto Main Street. So you can see a little jetty at the intersection of Mechanic Street and Lower West. And what's happened is we've taken the festival and we've wrapped it all the way down to the Christian Life Center Church. So that's at the corner of Merriam Ave. And the mayor and I were wondering if anyone was willing to go down there. It is completely filled up. We have over a half a dozen plus businesses coming out onto the street, and we have pretty close to 28 vendors that are going to be in there as well. Some of those vendors are actually taking 2 or 3 booths because of what they do. And on that street, we're also going to have a 22-foot slide for the kids to enjoy. And the CTEI Skills USA program of our own city of Leominster will be set up, and they're going to have a spectacular barbecue for a nominal fee. You can eat down there. It's going to be a great piece. So from that point,
Nice addition. Yeah.
it is. And a lot of people just want to come out. And what's happened is traditionally, when we start talking about Starburst and the JA Festival, we try to wipe out the bill so it doesn't become a problem for the city. As far as having to reach into their pocket to help out with it, because they do enough as it is. And what's happened this year is we have had an overabundance of support from the generosity of the business community, and it's just been wonderful. We've raised more money on sponsors this year than any other year in 28.
Wow.
And they're doing a great job.
This is not an easy year, too.
It isn't. And what it did, Bob, was quite frankly, like AIS and Leominster, they sponsored 25 booths.
Wow.
So what happened was a lot of the booths, the nonprofits and charitable organizations, they might pay in the past years, $25, $50, $100, but it really costs close to $400 per booth when you break down the expenses.
Yeah.
And what's happened this year, 93% of the 160 vendors are nonprofit and charitables, and none of them have had to pay. It's all been underwritten by the sponsors, so it's been great.
Yep.
It's been fantastic. So we're so happy about that. We've spread it out. So not only have we expanded the festival grounds to give more open space, we've also eliminated some things as well. So for example, in front of City Hall, right in the middle aisle, usually we have 13 booths there.
Yeah.
This year we're going to have the National Guards bringing in a Humvee that was actually used in a movie, and they're going to have a 10 by 10 tent giving out information to folks. And especially the little kids love to see this.
Oh, yeah.
And other than that, it's going to be wide open. In front of the stage when you're playing, usually you pack it with your orchestra, but we know the seating's a little tight. So what we've done is we have spread the seats out in little clusters of 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah.
And if someone needs a few more, they can circle up with their friends, but they're not in rows. In addition to that, we're going to have pretty close to 40 picnic tables. And that whole area is going to be a picnic area, go right into the food court, and then spilling into Monument Square Park.
Make a nice relaxed atmosphere.
Right, and we're going to have a sanitizing team
Yep.
that actually is walking around, so as people get up, they'll be wiping down the seats and the picnic tables for the next family to enjoy.
Nice.
So we're looking forward to that. We also have, in the park, you're going to talk about the stage in a couple of minutes, and if anybody wants to bring lawn chairs down, great idea. You can sit in the park, you can listen to the music, you can take that lawn chair, go sit in front of the main stage, go down in front of the Christian church down on Main Street, listen to what's happening down there. So, if you want to carry a light chair, feel free to do that. We also have a great food court. The food court is basically nonprofit organizations. And it starts off, if I may, the first booth is going to be the Rotarian.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to have hamburgers, hot dogs, sausage, some other goodies.
Clam chowder.
Clam chowder, that's the best right there.
That's the big one right there. Yeah.
Right, and the Rotarians will also be selling their annual historical calendar, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
We all look forward to that around this time of the year, so you can pick one up. And we're very fortunate and blessed to have them back. They're there just about every single year, so that's awesome. And as you know, it's been a tough year for everyone for fundraising, so we hope that everyone who patronizes the Rotary booth buys a calendar, tickets for the breakfast for the
Breakfast for the bands, that's fine to push
and
that.
so that gives them more seed money to be able to help out in the community,
Sure.
as we know that's what they're all about, giving
Yep.
back. And then right next to them, one of the guys that is just all over the place helping out, Johnny over at Aroma Joe's, and he's going to have some coffee. He's going to be the Serve Safe guy for the Rotary Club. It's awesome. Right after him, we have the fire department with pulled pork.
Oh.
They're going to be making up a bundle of it. So if you want a pulled pork sandwich, we'll have a little bit of open space in there. And then what's going to happen is we are going to have the Brazilian, one of the Brazilian churches. The Baptist is the first one with a barbecue. Then there's a little handicap ramp to get into the park. Brazilian Catholics. And then the Spanish Center's coming in this year.
Oh, that's nice.
And they're really looking forward to that. And then down in the corner, we have fudge. We have CTEI Culinary Arts. They're going to be doing a lot of fish items, including lobster rolls.
Oh, wow.
And
There
so
you go.
it's
Sure.
I don't know how they're pulling that off, but there goes the school budget. Hope Paul Dickens will find out.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking that-
Especially this year.
Oh my
Pike
God,
lobster.
it'll be wonderful. So everybody's going to be running down to see those guys. And then over near Subway area, we have Lucas coming in. As we know, they had a fire, and we're trying to help them out. So they're
Sure.
coming in as a food vendor. It's great to have them on
Yep.
campus. And then we can't get rid of Finelli. He has Gina's fried dough, and that family's been doing fried dough around this area
Exactly.
longer than we've been around. So I spoke to Jack today. He's all excited. We're all coming out of COVID, so we need a break, and we're really looking forward
Now,
to it.
here's the main question.
Yeah.
What about Apple Crisp?
The world famous Apple Crisp will be there.
Good.
And I spoke to Heidi McDonald this week, and it's a go.
We have people that come just for that.
It's a go. It is a go. And we hope we have a great day, and they can just they'll sell it all one way or the other.
Oh, they usually do.
It's great. So they're set up right in front of the First Baptist Church,
Yeah.
right next to the
Next
stage.
to the stage. That's right.
They usually put a few tables out,
Yeah.
and then we'll have the picnic area and also the chairs where people can go
I had to
sit down
keep the
and listen to
musicians
music.
away from it. They don't want to go to the Apple Crisp.
It's a tough place to be
Yeah.
set up
Ah.
because the information booth is right next
there,
to it.
yeah.
When my mother was living and helping us at the festival, that's how she came for. She didn't want to spend time with me.
No,
She wanted to eat the
Eat
Apple Crisp.
I had to bring home 4 orders, pans to the Cape for my sister. She orders them. She likes it so much.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's great. We have Roger Toothaker from New England Silkscreen.
Oh, yeah. He's great.
He does your T-shirts.
Oh, he's a super guy.
My wife and I picked ours up last night up at his factory up in Newark.
You went up to the place, yeah?
And we have probably close to 400 T-shirts.
Great.
So some of them are going to be given out. Some of them might be able to, a donation form, that type of thing. But there's a special slogan on the back that I think is so meaningful. And when you come to the festival, you'll actually see that slogan.
Nice.
So grab a shirt. So I guess the last piece I have on the festival to share is that because of the generosity of our sponsors, this is the first year going back to the 5th annual that we've been able to host the parking lot party for all the children for free. So there is no charge to the family, and we're very grateful that, these sponsors have stepped up, and coming off of COVID and realizing that our community is in a position where we want it to be free, like Starburst and all the other things that Mayor Mazzarella does downtown, which are awesome. I think it's a nice compliment of effort for everyone coming together.
Nice.
So
Very
we're
good,
looking
yeah.
forward to that.
Sure.
And Bob, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Well,
If you
okay.
can talk about the music a little bit.
Sure. The major difference this year is the fact that we don't have all the different school groups, that we had all those chorus groups, because they didn't have anything last year at school. Hopefully we'll get them back the next year. But we do have on the main stage some very popular groups in the area. We have Spud Kelly's The Ton of Blues. They're going to kick us off at 9 o'clock, and they're going to go from 9 to 11. And they've been a favorite for the festival several times, and very good musicians. And then at 12 o'clock, 11:15, we got back the Veterans Chorus.
That's awesome.
They are back in action again with Fran Cooley, who's the director. And they'll be on from 11:15 to 11:45, 11:50, so forth. And then at 12 o'clock, there is the Johnny Appleseed Big Band. And that's a 2-hour stint that they have, and that's the one that I front with a group of musicians that I've been working with now for, 20 years. Great group, and they play all the favorites from the 40s, the 50s, into the 60s, a couple of contemporaries, and then singing with our big band is Taylor Landry, Bob Landry's daughter, and she's been singing with us now for a few years.
She certainly has.
And she's developed a really nice jazz style.
Yep.
And so she's going to highlight. And
That's
then the LCC has got a program this year, the Leominster Cultural Commission at 2:15.
Right.
They're going to recognize all the different groups that they give grants to, I think.
Right.
And they're going to, have them come up on the stage and be recognized. And they do a great job of dispersing that money that comes in from the state.
Right.
We get a good grant from them and Starburst. I know you get good grant from them on Appleseed Festival, and so do I for the big band and so forth. So it's great. And then I think rounding out that on that stage will be Mark Monacola's group Full Monty. And anybody who came to Starburst, you saw them perform for the first hour and a half of the Starburst night. They do a lot of really good pop stuff, and people really enjoy them and get some great musicians in that group. Then you have 2 other stages, and you know more about that. They have one down by the park. You said?
Right. It'll be the park, just be right back at the food court.
We're back in the food court.
And we have Jose Ramos and Mickey
Leominster,
Guzman and their families.
Yep.
And they'll be performing at 12, from 12 to 1, and then 2 to 3.
Right, and on that same stage, the Leominster High School marching band is going to come in and do a couple of numbers in the morning before the Mickey Guzman's group goes on. And they're finally trying to get together the marching band and get back the program, get ready for the year again, hopefully.
Right.
Because they have a new band director that came in a year ago, Bobby Bergeron, and he's really working hard at getting them together. And then I'm not sure, Arthur may have 1 or 2 kids from his chorus perform down on that stage also. And then there's another little stage over, exactly where's the other one?
It's going to be right at the intersection of Merriam Avenue and Main Street, right in front of the Christian Life Center.
Oh, in front of the Christian Center, okay.
The old rec department.
Right, okay. So there's going to be like a DJ there.
Oh, there's going to be all types of music. There's a soloist, there's a rock band. Mike Bengrazzi has a rock band playing.
Mike's got a band
There'll be some
going.
rock and roll. There'll be some Christian music.
Sure.
And it's going to be a great place. It'll be shaded.
Yeah.
There'll be chairs, and at the same time, fried dough.
Oh, here you go.
So they're going to have fried dough down there as well.
And those stages are far enough away so they won't interfere with each other or interfere with the main stage. So no matter where you go downtown, you're going to have a chance to hear some music of some sort.
Right, exactly.
And a lot of variety of music, which is really good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah,
Look forward to that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that's that part. So it's pretty comprehensive. We're really talking to folks behind the scenes about safety. I'm talking with emergency management, police and fire on it almost daily at this point about some of the things we need to do in the health department as well to make sure it's as safe as we possibly can make it.
I might want to mention that having a lot of the Leominster High School chorus kids are going to be doing a lot of the help set up, working in the parking lot area with the kids and where the inflatables are and so forth. And Arthur Pierce, who's in charge of that, and they've got them going.
Right, so they're using it as a fundraiser also. So I know that, I probably don't need any Krispy Kreme donuts.
Krispy Kremes, I know.
But at the same time, the chorus is going to be selling them.
Oh,
so I'm saving my quarters right now to make sure that I get them right away before they run out.
Oh, yeah.
So there'll be all kinds of food things. There's going to be popcorn and fried dough, and I'm sure we'll have cotton candy and slush puppies and all kinds of things happening. And by the way, from 10 to 2, Fidelity Bank, one of our major sponsors, will be up near the parking lot giving out free ice cream to everyone who wants to pop up.
Oh, okay.
So we have some great people out there. They're just awesome. It's amazing. So I want to wrap it up by just taking a moment to thank our sponsors. First of all, the Mass Cultural Council, and we are so fortunate. I mean, they are the premier sponsor of that stage. They've helped out with all these events for a long time. And we're very grateful. They're going to be on campus that day, right next to the information booth. They're going to be doing surveys, asking for input from the community on the different kinds of events that are going on, what they would like to see. They're also going to have a few pieces of some of the projects that people have been involved with through their grants, which is going to be great. So we're very grateful. AIS 25 Tucker Drive, you talk about a benchmark of success. I say that with great passion because I see and I know what they are all about. And Bruce Platzman and Nick Karatos and the entire team up at AIS, I mean, they're not only sponsoring this as a major sponsor, they took care of a lot of the nonprofits. They're taking care of helping out to feed a lot of the families. It's just, we're very fortunate. Health Alliance Hospital has been in this, probably going back to when it was Leominster Hospital.
Okay.
You know, we've had all kinds of names on different things, but they just keep coming back as a major sponsor. We're so grateful. Rollstone Bank, I know they're celebrating an anniversary this year, and they're back on as a major sponsor. Leominster Credit Union, they've been here since day one of both projects.
Both projects.
Starburst, you know, with Starburst one year.
Yeah, they're the major sponsor for Starburst.
Remember when money was real tight and the fireworks almost got canceled?
That's right. They came through. They come through every year.
Leominster Credit Union. So Kelly and the whole team there was so grateful. Fidelity Bank has been with us since day one. It's amazing. So not only do they come down to give out free ice cream, and they don't take a booth. They give a booth to a nonprofit to help a nonprofit. And what happens is they're a major sponsor. So we're very appreciative of that. The Leominster restaurants downtown, instead of coming over, they said let the nonprofits do their thing, make the money, and they made a $2,500 donation.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing? IC Federal Credit Union, not only are they sponsoring the festival as a major sponsor, they're also now the official sponsor of the Cup Crusaders.
Okay.
Who will be there to raise money for breast cancer awareness and also to find a cure. It's just amazing, you know. We have Bank Hometown, Avidia Bank's coming on this year for the first time. They're going to be helping out. It's just fantastic. And of course, David Gagney, son of Eddie Gagney, has never missed a heartbeat of family value, and he's back again this year helping us out. Tommy Bartlett Plumbing.
Oh,
Tommy got involved,
TJ.
fantastic, and he's helping out with the food court and Workers Credit Union, same thing. Candidate Billy Brady himself is making a contribution. Enterprise Bank, Webster First, Dental Smiles down at Searstown. I still call it Searstown. Lamakia Realty just came in this week. Fantastic. New England Apple donates literally cases and cases of apples, cider. And what will happen is cider will be sold for a nominal amount of money at the Rotary booth and also CTEI Skills USA's booth.
Speaking of apples, are we going to have Johnny Appleseed
Johnny
here this
Appleseed
year?
is going to be there, Bob.
All right.
Johnny,
make sure. John Chapman.
He's going to be there. He'll be there most of the day, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So we're fortunate he's coming back.
Absolutely.
Life Care Center of Leominster has been amazing. And, you know, sometimes you can't, it's hard to get a dollar value from someone. And in this particular case here, you know, the partnership we have with them is they're providing food.
Yeah.
For the food court to be able to prepare and sell and make money for the nonprofits. It's just amazing. You know, so, and then also we have Congressman Jim McGovern just came in this week with a major donation. And my brother Tom Marchand from Curly Marchand Funeral Home. Tommy's been helping with the planning going back to probably 2003, 4. So he'll be down there during the day. And I'd be remiss without thanking the mayor and Kelly, Michelle, Melissa, Wendy.
Oh, that staff is great.
You know, the whole staff is absolutely phenomenal. All the people in the city clerk's office, you know, everything kind of goes through them. That's the checks and balances of how the applications come in. We also have the treasurer and collector. They're just awesome. DPW, we're going to have, I think, as many as 6 or 7 workers down there.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be helping out this year, and it's a rough job.
We had a great crew this year for Starburst.
I know.
They had 2 crews. One came in the first half, and then another crew came in the second half. They split up the shift, but they did a great job.
Oh, they don't stop. And everybody that's been to the festival knows that everybody tries to pick up and keep it clean and everything, but when you're done a festival, and you have basically a 45-minute window to clear it and clean it before it gets dark, and they get it done, that's amazing. And also work around everybody breaking down, all the contracted services, the stage, the amusements, everything going down. So, I mean, we're just very, very fortunate. Special thank you to Paula Deacon, our superintendent, and all of the teachers that are involved. This has been, as Bob said, a very challenging time for them, especially in the area of the arts like music. And you can imagine how impacted that music program was, K through 12, living through the pandemic, doing remote learning, not being able to assemble, not being able to get together and play, and they're putting it together. They're working their tail off to get it done. We know that will be a big part of the music program of the festival as we get into the 29th. But I just want to say thank you to the entire music department, all the teachers working behind the scenes with the kids, and also the superintendent, who this Sunday morning will be sending out a message to every school child's household in both English and Spanish to let them know about this festival.
Oh, that's nice. Yes.
Okay, so we're on it.
Okay.
We're looking for it. And LTV, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're always
Thank
there
you.
for us. And we appreciate the opportunity to come in on Cityscope at the last minute to give you an update. We were on the show with Mayor Mazzarella a couple of weeks ago. But
yeah.
so much has changed. We just had to get that out to you. So if you have any questions about parking or you need any assistance or any information, I'm going to give you my cell phone. It's the easiest way to get in touch with me. And if maybe later on LTV can pop it up on a screen, it's 978-660-2313. Again, 978-660-2313. No question is a bad question. It doesn't matter what time you call. And we hope that we have a beautiful day for weather.
Oh.
We hope that everyone watching has a chance to come down and enjoy a part of it and enjoy as much of it as you possibly can. And we thank you very much for being able to do this event. And also, we want to just say thank you to everyone who's been involved, like I said earlier. But in particular, when you see the sponsors that are on site for the day, please go over to them and say thank you.
Exactly.
We're good?
Thank you. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Nice
So
job.
thank you all very much.
Thank you.
We'll see you on the 25th. And if for some reason it rains and it's delayed, it'll move to October 2nd.
Great.
Good.